He walked the corridors of power, yet died far from the spotlight he once commanded. The man who gave Australia its first true identity as a nation is now a name many barely remember. Sir Edmund Barton sacrificed recognition for unity, power for principle. Behind his calm voice lay the thunder of a dream for one Australia. This is not just history, it's a forgotten legacy. Let us remember the first to lead, the first to believe. Edmund Barton, a name synonymous with Australian Federation, was born on the 18th of January 1849 in Glebe, Sydney. He was the 9th child of William and Mary Barton. His father, William, was an auctioneer and stockbroker. The Barton family, though not wealthy, were well-respected members of the growing Sydney community. Edmund's childhood was spent amidst the bustling energy of Sydney, a city on the cusp of transformation. Little did anyone know that this young boy would one day play a pivotal role in shaping the destiny of a nation. Barton's early education began at a local school in Glebe. He quickly distinguished himself as a bright and eager student. His parents, recognizing his potential, enrolled him in the prestigious Fort Street Model School. Here, Barton's academic prowess continued to flourish. He excelled in his studies and developed a keen interest in literature, history, and the classics. This foundation laid the groundwork for his future success. Barton's secondary education took him to Sydney Grammar School. This renowned institution further nurtured his intellectual curiosity. He thrived in the stimulating academic environment, engaging in lively debates and immersing himself in his studies. His teachers recognized his sharp intellect and leadership qualities. Barton's time at Sydney Grammar not only deepened his knowledge, but also instilled in him a strong sense of civic duty and a passion for justice. In 1868, Barton capped off his stellar academic journey by enrolling at the University of Sydney. He pursued a Bachelor of Arts degree, immersing himself in the world of academia. He excelled in his chosen fields, particularly classics and literature. His eloquence and wit made him a popular figure among his peers. They recognized his sharp mind and ability to articulate complex ideas with clarity and conviction. The University of Sydney in the late 1860s was a melting pot of ideas. This vibrant intellectual atmosphere had a profound impact on Barton. He engaged in spirited debates with his peers, honing his skills of persuasion and argumentation. These experiences would prove invaluable in his later political career, where he would champion the cause of federation on a national stage. Beyond academics, Barton was an active participant in university life. He was a talented sportsman, excelling in rowing and cricket. His love for cricket would stay with him throughout his life, and he would later become a patron of the sport. Sportsmanship taught him the value of teamwork, discipline, and grace in victory and defeat, qualities that would serve him well in the political arena. In 1870, Barton graduated from the University of Sydney with a Bachelor of Arts degree. His academic achievements were a testament to his hard work, discipline, and thirst for knowledge. But for Barton, a university degree was not just a piece of paper, it was a passport to a life of service to his community and country. With his academic credentials in hand, Barton embarked on a new chapter in his life, the study of law. He enrolled as a student at the University of Sydney's Law School, immersing himself in the intricacies of jurisprudence. Law for Barton was not just a profession, it was a calling. He saw it as a powerful tool to uphold justice, fairness, and equality, principles that would guide his actions throughout his career. While studying law, Barton also worked as a cricket umpire. This seemingly unusual combination of pursuits revealed different facets of his character. Umpiring demanded fairness, decisiveness, and the ability to remain calm under pressure, qualities that would also prove essential in the often heated world of politics. In 1879, Barton's legal acumen and growing reputation led to his appointment as a barrister. His eloquence, sharp intellect, and ability to connect with juries quickly earned him recognition. He took on a variety of cases, often representing the underdog and fighting for the rights of the common man. His legal career ran parallel to his growing involvement in public life, a path that would lead him to the highest office in the land. Barton's entry into politics came in 1879 when he was elected to the New South Wales Legislative Assembly. He represented the electorate of Wellington, a rural constituency in central New South Wales. His eloquence, sharp wit, and ability to connect with people from all walks of life made him a popular figure in the Assembly. He was a strong advocate for rural interests, championing issues such as land reform and agricultural development. Barton's rise through the ranks of the New South Wales Parliament was swift. He served in various ministerial portfolios, including Minister for Justice and Attorney General. In these roles, he demonstrated his commitment to social justice and reform. He introduced several progressive pieces of legislation, including reforms to the jury system and laws protecting the rights of workers. While serving in the New South Wales Parliament, Barton became increasingly convinced of the need for a federated Australia. He believed that a united Australia would be a stronger and more prosperous nation, better able to defend its interests on the world stage. He used his considerable eloquence and powers of persuasion to advocate for this cause, travelling throughout the colonies to rally support for federation. Barton played a pivotal role in the Australasian Conventions of the 1890s, which drafted the Australian Constitution. His legal expertise, combined with his political acumen and ability to build consensus, proved invaluable in shaping this foundational document. Barton's commitment to compromise and his willingness to listen to different viewpoints earned him the respect of his fellow delegates. He emerged from the conventions as a key architect of Australian federation, earning him the moniker Father of Federation. The road to federation was not without its challenges. There were strong voices of opposition, both within the colonies and in the British Parliament. Barton, however, remained a steadfast advocate for a united Australia. He travelled tirelessly throughout the colonies, giving speeches, writing articles and engaging in public debates to sway public opinion in favour of federation. After years of tireless campaigning and negotiation, the Australian Constitution was finally approved by the British Parliament in 1900. Barton's dream of a united Australia was on the verge of becoming a reality. His leadership and unwavering commitment to this cause had been instrumental in overcoming the many obstacles on the path to federation. His name would forever be etched in the annals of Australian history as one of the key architects of the nation. With the Australian Constitution in place, the stage was set for the birth of a new nation. In 1901, Barton was appointed as the first Prime Minister of Australia. This was a fitting tribute to his tireless efforts in bringing about federation. He formed a caretaker government, tasked with the momentous responsibility of guiding the newly federated nation through its infancy. Barton's appointment as Prime Minister was met with widespread approval. He was seen as a unifying figure, someone who could bring together the disparate colonies under a single banner. His task was not easy. The new nation faced numerous challenges, including establishing national institutions, reconciling competing interests, and forging a national identity. The first few years of federation were a period of intense activity for the Barton government. One of its first tasks was to organise the first federal election, which was held in March 1901. Barton led his protectionist party to victory, securing a majority in the newly formed House of Representatives. This victory gave him a mandate to implement his vision for the new nation. As Prime Minister, Barton faced the daunting task of building a nation from the ground up. He oversaw the establishment of key national institutions, including the High Court of Australia, the Australian Defence Force, and the Commonwealth Public Service. These institutions would form the bedrock of the new nation, providing it with stability, security, and a framework for governance. Barton's government also enacted several significant pieces of legislation during its time in office. One of the most controversial was the Immigration Restriction Act of 1901, which formed the basis of the White Australia policy. This policy, aimed at limiting non-European immigration to Australia, was highly contentious and would remain a source of debate and division for decades to come. Despite the controversy surrounding the White Australia policy, Barton's government also implemented several progressive social reforms. These included extending voting rights to women in federal elections and introducing old-age pensions. These measures were aimed at creating a more just and equitable society, reflecting Barton's deep-seated belief in social justice. Barton's tenure as Prime Minister was marked by a pragmatic approach to governance. He was a skilled negotiator and conciliator, able to build consensus and find common ground between opposing factions. He believed in a strong and united Australia, but also recognized the importance of preserving the rights and interests of the individual states. In 1903, after 3 years as Prime Minister, Barton resigned from Parliament to take up an appointment as a Justice of the High Court of Australia. He had played a pivotal role in establishing this institution, and his appointment to the bench was a fitting culmination of his legal and political career. As a Justice of the High Court, Barton continued to shape the legal and constitutional landscape of Australia. He served on the court for 14 years, delivering numerous judgments that helped to define the powers of the federal government and the rights of citizens. His legal acumen and deep understanding of the Australian Constitution earned him the respect of his fellow judges and the legal profession as a whole. Beyond his legal and political achievements, Barton is also remembered for his personal qualities. He was known for his sharp wit, his eloquence and his affable nature. Despite the pressures of public life, he always remained approachable and grounded. Barton's legacy as one of the founding fathers of Australia is secure. His vision, determination and leadership were instrumental in bringing about federation and establishing the institutions that have shaped Australia into the nation it is today. He left an indelible mark on Australian society, and his contributions to public life continue to be celebrated more than a century after his death. Barton's story is a testament to the power of vision, determination, and a belief in the common good. He was a man who dedicated his life to serving his country, and his legacy continues to inspire generations of Australians. His name will forever be synonymous with Australian Federation, and his contributions to the nation's development will never be forgotten. While history remembers Edmund Barton as the father of federation, it is important to remember the man behind this grand title. He was not just a politician or a judge. He was a husband, a father and a friend. He had a deep love for his family and a wide circle of friends from all walks of life. Barton was known for his love of cricket, literature and the arts. He was a man of simple tastes who enjoyed nothing more than spending time with his family and friends. He had a great sense of humor and was known for his witty remarks and anecdotes. Despite his many achievements, he remained a humble and approachable man throughout his life. Barton's life was not without its challenges. He faced personal tragedies, including the loss of his first wife, Janine, in 1891. He also faced criticism and opposition throughout his career, particularly for his role in implementing the White Australia policy. However, he always remained true to his convictions and dedicated to serving his country to the best of his ability. In 1920, after a long and distinguished career, Edmund Barton died at the age of 70. He passed away in the same city where he was born, Sydney, leaving behind a legacy that would shape the destiny of a nation. His death was mourned by people from all walks of life, who recognized his immense contribution to the birth and development of Australia. Edmund Barton's journey, from a young boy in Glebe to the first Prime Minister of Australia, is a remarkable tale of vision, determination and leadership. He was a man of great intellect, unwavering conviction and a deep love for his country. His contributions to Australian society extended far beyond his role in federation. He helped to shape the legal, political and social landscape of the nation, leaving an indelible mark on the country he helped to create. Barton's legacy is a reminder that one person can make a difference. His story inspires us to strive for a better future, to work together to overcome challenges, and to never give up on our dreams. He showed us that with vision, determination, and a belief in the power of unity, anything is possible. As we reflect on his life and achievements, let us remember the words of the man himself. For the first time in history, we have a nation for a continent and a continent for a nation. May his legacy continue to guide and inspire us for generations to come.